We're coming to you from the Spero Clinic in Northwest Arkansas, where we're celebrating Mina's last day of treatment today. Mina came in with CRPS, POTS, and EDS. She was at 8 and 9 level pain when she started, but the whole time Mina never lost hope. She stayed determined, and there never was a doubt in her mind about getting better. Now she's been holding zeros for 3 weeks.
Yeah, coming up to that, yeah.
We're excited for her to ring the bell today.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay. 4 years ago, I was up here ringing the bell in full remission from CRPS in my left foot. This time around, I arrived at Spero in full body CRPS pain and severe POTS. Last year, I fell out of remission due to not processing stress properly. Before I fell out of remission, I was living a full, healthy teenage life. I was driving, going to school, rock climbing, running, hiking, and so much more. A year ago, I moved to college and everything fell apart. My POTS that I once had under control became a huge issue. I couldn't be in the heat, couldn't stand too long, suffered from severe fatigue, and passing out multiple times a day. A month later, my CRPS came back, only this time it started in my shoulders. I'd feel no pain at all, and then I'd flare to a 10 on the pain scale if I got too overwhelmed or stressed. Right away, me and my mom made an appointment with Dr. K. After this appointment, we decided that I'd come back to Spero just for my winter break. So in December, I came back to Spero for 5 weeks. It was long and difficult, but we were able to get my POTS a little more under control. I still wasn't well by the time winter break ended, but I was determined to finish my freshman year of college. By the time I got back to Wichita State, where I was attending college, my allodynia and CRPS pain was constant and extreme. I couldn't go outside in case I'd feel the wind or cold. I couldn't wear clothes because it was too painful. I ended up just wearing a black bandeau top and booty shorts. I couldn't be touched or I flared so horribly that I ended up blacking out. Life was miserable, but I managed to finish my classes online, and I officially finished my freshman year of college. The day after I finished, thank you. The day after I finished my classes, hold on, let me make sure there we go. The day after I finished my last exam, I started at Spero again. I was passing out constantly, and there was lots of screaming and crying. There was when I passed out and was flaring in the parking lot, trying just to get to my car. I pass out if I talk or laugh too much. Then, of course, there was a time I got a bloody nose from passing out. I won't name names. The flares were obnoxious and annoying. It took a while and a lot of pain to get my allodynia to go away, but of course Tyler and Sarah did it. They never gave up once, even when I was tired and drained. From simply staying conscious, they never gave up. Tyler and Sarah, I cannot thank you enough. I'll forever remember the day. One second. Let me just breathe. I'll forever remember the day my legs reached a zero with you guys. There was many tears and laughter in our sessions. Tyler, I'll forever treasure our conversations about anything and everything. Of course, matcha and the science behind lasers. You were always there for me on the days that I was drained and felt broken. Thank you. Now, Sierra, I'm very sad you aren't able to be here today, but it's for a good reason. Congrats, Mrs. Flowers. Sierra, you were there for me every day as well. Oh, I turned on my Siri. Sorry. Okay. You were there for me every day as well. You held my hand through everything. I remember the one time I was flaring in the oxygen room, all I heard was your voice telling me I was going to get through this and that you guys aren't going to give up on me. And you were right. I did get through it and no one gave up on me. I'm also so thankful I was the first patient you got to turn to 100 in NMR. That was so much fun. I remember when you guys got my allodynia down to a 0 and I got to hug my mom for the first time in 9 months too. I'll forever treasure our time. Dr. B, thank you for not giving up either. Even when we would be stuck, you were always thinking of something else to try. Thank you. Bryce, you've dealt with me since I was 15, and you've always found a way to help me, and I'll never forget that. Katie, Maggie, Anna, Autumn, Misa, Bailey, and Casey. I'll never forget the day when I was in the O2 room having a horrible flare, and you all were right there by my side. I remember coming out of that flare and looking around at you all, thinking about how lucky I am so many people care about me. You guys always had something funny to say and always made me smile, even when it felt like too much work. Annie, you were there for me for those 5 weeks in the winter. Thank you for being there for everything. You made me feel heard and understood. Jacob, Jacob, I hated piezo. Even though I felt great afterwards, we did have a great time. I loved our conversations, and I really apologize for some of the words I used in there. I'll really miss your daily question of asking, did you have your matcha yet? Now for Katie. My Katie, you always fixed me. You never left my side. You always made me laugh, even if I'd end up passing out. You always found a way to help me, always. Every day you'd yap my ear off and tell me the most random stories. Every time I pass out, you were there with your hand to catch my head. You helped me see that there was hope in getting me back into remission. Some days were worse than others. Some days I couldn't manage to walk, so you'd wheel me out or follow me with the chair. You gave me so much hope, Katie. I cannot thank you enough for giving me my life back. I remember when I was finally able to be outside in the heat and we ran together. I remember when I finally hit all zeros and was in complete shock that I actually felt not just okay, but good. And if I had a hiccup, I would just tell my mom, it's okay, Katie will fix it. And you did. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for helping me feel like Mina again. Yay, thanks. Thanks. To all the staff, I love everyone here. You guys have made my life worth living again. And on top of that, you guys made me laugh a lot. So thanks. I appreciate that. To my mom, I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done, believing in me and being by my side, sacrificing so much time, even when I was in horrible condition. I know we've had our ups and downs, but I couldn't ask for a better mom. When I was in college in horrible pain, you'd come and get me every weekend, even though it was an 8-hour drive there and back. You'd sit with me when I'd flare and hold my hand. You'd hold my puke bag when I'd dry heave after eating. Everything you've done has meant so much to me. Thank you. I love you. To all the current patients, you guys are in great hands. Even when things get rough and you feel no hope, keep fighting because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And then the last thing is, I'm back in remission, everyone. Yay! Can I run this?